Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, January 5. On this date in 2004, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Memphis, Tennessee. In the main event, Batista and Ric Flair of Evolution defeated the Dudley Boys to retain the WWE World Tag Team Championship. On this date in 1998, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Atlanta, Georgia. In the main event, Lex Luger defeated Macho Man Randy Savage. On this date in 2009, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from New Orleans, Louisiana. In the main event, John Cena and Shawn Michaels defeated Chris Jericho and Randy Orton in a tag team match. This has been Today in Wrestling History, January 5.
You are listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Dairy.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Let's take a quick look at Impact, the return of Sting, which was highly heralded, and his involvement, well, it was minimal. It helped Aces and Eights have another member unmasked, Mike Knox. That was a name that a lot of people, at least in the internet, were high on a couple of years ago, and WWE just kind of, I don't want to say buried him, but I don't know if he necessarily took a chance or was given a chance, however you want to look at it. And he's kind of floundered around a little while in the independents and now is showing up on Impact. Meanwhile, Bully Ray, if you missed that, he has been suspended indefinitely without pay for his involvement with the Hulkster's daughter, Brooke. Nothing like creating punishment for two consenting adults. Go figure.
So you hook up with the boss's daughter in WWE, you get the championship in Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
And a corporate position
exactly.
now.
You do it in TNA, you get suspended.
Oh, man. Well, I think it's because of the stuff going on in Hogan's personal life that has him a little embittered. He has refiled his lawsuit, for example, against Gawker Media to consolidate his claims against the website and the ex-wife of Bubba the Love Sponge regarding the sex tape, which we've talked way too much about, but it unfortunately continues to be news, and it's my job to bring the news to you. Hogan also, as you know, sued Bubba the Love Sponge, but they agreed to a quick settlement that resulted in the radio host apologizing publicly. Hogan is suing Gawker Media for over $100 million. But it wasn't all sad news for the Hulkster. No. Hogan will, he made an appearance at the grand opening of Hogan's Beach Waterfront Restaurant down in the Tampa area. It's going to be, as Hogan puts it, it's going to be Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville times 10 and Hooters times 10. Yeah, I know. That's hyperbole from the Hulkster. Yeah, say it ain't so. It's a logical extension of the Hogan brand with my image and likeness. End quote. As far as I'm concerned, hopefully it'll do better for him than Hogan's Pastamania restaurant from the Mall of America back in late 95 and closing less than a year later. Some other news and notes. I keep getting taken off on tangents. That's what sleep deprivation does. Shame on me. George's Cards and Collectibles, they've got 3 autograph and photo ops. One's today from 1 until 3 p.m. Robbie E. and Rob Terry, they're going to be at the New Falls location 2 weeks from today. That's January 19th. Hurricane Helms will be at the store from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. It'll be interesting, and as far as me getting over there, I don't know how well that'll happen because I'll be on the air pretty much the same time, but we'll see how that goes. And finally, Friday, March 1st, oh, this is a good one, Barbie Blank, formerly known as Kelly Kelly. Yes, she'll be at George's from 6 until 8 p.m. Definitely some great things to check out over at George's Cards and Collectibles. And for more information, you can check them out at georgescollectibles.com. You can also give them a call at 215-943-2475. All right. Looking ahead to 2013, TNA, they've got only 2 events scheduled. January 13th, of course, is Genesis, a week from tomorrow, and Lockdown, March 10th. It looks like they're skipping the February pay-per-view. I don't know. We'll see what that does for us going on here. All right. Looks like we're having some phone issues. Starship's working on that. Looking ahead to some names for 2013. Some potential injury returns that I think will be somewhat significant for WWE. I see Ezekiel Jackson, Mark Henry, and Mason Ryan all making impacts. They're currently out with a torn pectoral, a shoulder surgery, and a neck injury and bicep surgery, respectively. Over in TNA, D'Angelo Gennaro, he's out with a shoulder injury. Hopefully he'll make an impact when he comes back. Chris Sabin, of course, the ACL injury. I mean, it doesn't look like the Motor City Machine Guns are going to be coming anytime soon, but we'll see where that's going. And then Jesse Sorensen. That's a name that's kind of a sleeper a little bit. As you remember, almost a year ago, he fractured his C1 vertebrae in a match against Zima Ion.
Yeah, I remember
so
that.
It looks like
horrible.
So I mean there could be an eventual revenge match going on with that. We'll have to see down the road. But he's obviously still on the road to recovery, and it's been a heck of a recovery so far, and I see good things for Jesse Sorensen in one way or another coming up in 2013. Now, I also have some names due for ascension in the ranks of 2013. Just, either from like the mid-card to the upper mid-card, or, going into that main event. I have 3 people from each organization who I think you should see a little bit more of in the limelight than you currently are. For TNA, I've got Robbie E. I know that has nothing to do with the fact that he's not too far down the road and could beat me up otherwise. No, I've always been high on Rob Echoes. Also, Zima Ion and Christian York, I see big things for. And then over in WWE, Damian Sandow, of course, part of Rhodes Scholars, the current U.S. champion Antonio Cesaro, see big things for him. And Dean Ambrose. I mean, he's another guy. I mean, I've heard nothing but praises for, and the more I see of him, the more I like him, and hopefully we'll be able to see more of those things from them as things are going on.
I like the Shield. I think they're going to be the new NWO, and hopefully they'll recruit 1 or 2 more members, and definitely going to make an impact in 2013.
Definitely looks that way. One thing it's not making impacts. Ratings for the last couple of weeks for Raw, especially with the holidays. Raw scoring a 221 on Christmas Eve, down from the 289 rating the previous week, and then they followed up on New Year's Eve this past Monday with a 231. Now, between the Del Rio Santa nonsense and everything that we've already mentioned with Raw, which I'd rather not mention again, you can see how it's going to be down. Now, they're supposed to be getting serious this week, as you've got CM Punk, who is medically cleared to wrestle against Ryback, defending the WWE Championship, and then the winner will go on to the Rumble, presumably to face The Rock, or presumably go on to the Rumble to face The Rock. And then the other, oh man, so much going on. Of course, The Rock also making his return to Raw this upcoming Monday. So there's certainly a lot going on with that. What do you got for us as far? I mean, I see you got some notes there, names as far as 2013.
Well, I definitely think Dolph Ziggler, the Money in the Bank winner, is definitely going to be his time, and I think he will cash in his briefcase at the Elimination Chamber. That's my prediction. And, I heard The Rock might be at the pay-per-view Elimination Chamber as well as Royal Rumble. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the ratings, if it's going to go up, it's going to go up starting at the Royal Rumble.
As they usually tend to do right around WrestleMania season. Let's go ahead and get to the phones. I know we've got a couple people hanging on here. Let's start things off with Aaron from Philly. Aaron, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Hey, what's up?
Aaron, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, Cam? And what's I can't pronounce your name right, man. What's
Fearon?
Fearon?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. We call you the black guy in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But you're the black guy, right?
You obviously don't know me that well.
How you doing, Fearon?
Appearances can be deceiving. Let's put it that way. What's on your mind, Aaron?
Nothing much, man. Just I was listening to your radio show. It's a good radio show, and I was we should all be happy because today TNA is in town.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out and then attempt to do some DJing here at BCB later tonight. So it should be interesting how that goes. I might have to tag out to Starshik come around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think he's going to be up around that time either, though. So we'll see.
Oh man,
just going to bed.
Reach out for help. Just going to bed.
I heard that they drew 250 people last night in Salisbury. So what's your bets? What they drawing tonight?
Well, it is a major market. 250. Wow, that's people
low.
are still kind of getting out of the holidays. I think the timing might have a little bit to do with it. I mean, people are. I know I'm financially strapped. I had to get the euchre seats for this one. Just
I think it's the timing, and it's at the Tower Theater. I mean, I don't know if you fellas been to the Tower Theater, but it's not a wrestling venue, so it's
Yeah, I was talking with my buddy Kyle about it right before getting on air here, and he even asked me, he's like, "Wait, the Tower Theater? How are they going to get a ring in there?"
I have no idea. What are they going to put it on the stage?
I think that may be part of the intrigue of going to the show is seeing how they can do it. And I've never personally been to the Tower Theater, so I'm going into it completely cold in terms of the venue.
Yeah, I went to a Jamie Foxx concert about 10 years ago, and like I said, it's a stage. It looks like an old theater, like the old Abe Lincoln, got shot theater, so it's going to be like kind of weird how they're going to set it up. I don't know, but that's interesting. But I heard they're giving away a lot of freebies, a lot of free tickets, because they're just not getting people to come to the show.
Huh.
So we'll see. I mean, 250.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't call me. That's
yeah.
Yeah. First off, Aaron, I just wanted to say, you and I go way back, and you actually gave me one of my first interviews at CompletelyDamaged.com. So I wanted to be the first to congratulate you on getting inducted into the Hall of Fames and a lot of independent companies, and for everything you do for wrestling, man. I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm being inducted the 26th of January at the EWF Loco show up in Feasterville, 1331 O'Reilly Drive in Feasterville. I'm getting inducted there. I think Jimmy Snuka's getting inducted too. So just to get inducted along with those guys, Jimmy Snuka is one of my idols, So it's an honor to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Definitely a big honor, and I definitely appreciate it. It's going to be real emotional. Are you coming to the Monster Factory show earlier that day?
I'm going to try to. The Monster Factory, I'm hearing great things about that, man, and it's 2013, and it's time for a new company to rise, and I have a feeling that's where it's going to start.
Yeah, you guys need to come up. Come to the Monster Factory. I'm telling you, Monster Factory Pro Wrestling, we just crowned our first heavyweight champion the last month.
Yeah, I was telling Fearon he needs to be up there.
Yeah, when you coming up, man?
It's hard. Usually the shows are on Saturdays, right? I mean, as it is, I'm burning the candle at 3 ends, and there's only 2 ends to the candle on a Saturday. Doing my stuff here with BCB, the wrestling show, and then later Saturday night, coming back here to DJ until 5 in the morning. So it's as it is, I'm running on about a 45-minute nap just to do this show.
Our shows are in the afternoon, so it'll be kind of tight for you, but definitely, shows are in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Next one is January 26th. We definitely got a lot of good students, got a lot of good new students that are coming into the sport. And, I just recently retired, so I basically getting back and helping the students out and just help train along with Danny Cage. And, we just got Billy Grill up there. He helps train. So it's going pretty decent, So eventually, you guys can come up. I would love to do a completely damaged show up there.
Oh, we're all about that. So we'll definitely get that. We'll get that taken care of right away, man.
Definitely. So I know you guys he says he's getting off at 12:45, so I won't be long. CompletelyDamaged.com, MonsterFactory.org. Support your local indies. And, everybody go to the TNA show. On Point Wrestling is running tonight. Go to that show and support your indies, and that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the phone call.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right, thanks for having me, fellas. Have a good day.
Certainly.
You too.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, so much more to talk about, Fearon.
Yeah, I know. I'm feel like a pinball here, bouncing around in a few different directions, to say the least. I think a lot of it is from the. I don't know. I think I'm still recoiling from all the feedback from the parody song from a couple or from last week.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if I'm going to venture back into that anytime soon. I don't know. We'll see. All right, taking a quick look at some Facebook feedback here. John from the Northeast is chiming in. We'll get back to the phones here in just a second. Mike chiming in. Shout out to RC and Fearon. Best of luck in 2013. Can't wait to see what you both bring to the wrestling world this year. Keep up the great work. What do you guys think about a King of the Ring pay-per-view comeback in 2013?
I like that a lot.
I'd be okay with it. I mean, the plan that I had for that I was going to reveal next week, it didn't have a King of the Ring listed in it, but I was going with the currently listed pay-per-view structure.
And it depends on what direction they go with the King of the Ring. Is it going to be a star that's already a star, or can a new star be made? That's what I would like to see.
That's an excellent question. All right, we good to go with the phones, Matt? Okay, all right. Let's get Ron, who's been hanging out here. Starship's been bounced around a little bit too here, getting some bells and whistles in the background going. Yeah.
Happy New Year,
take a week off and look what happens.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. What's on your mind?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
For the funniest moment of the year, it's a tie between that Mae Young and what John Cena did. I tell you, I don't know which one I would pick to be the funniest moment of 2012, but I think that was very good stuff. It was funny stuff. I liked it.
Were you on mescaline at the time?
But, it ended the year off with good stuff. I mean, I liked it. I really did. And
I think you're a party of one on that one.
Maybe I sound like Rap Boy. No, I'm kidding.
That explains plenty right there.
No, I'm kidding. Listen, do you happen to have that, what you played last week, that song on CD?
On a CD? I don't think I'm going to release it as a commercial single. No.
I thought it was good. I liked it. And then
considering you liked that other comedy that Vince seemed to find funny, it's obviously that shows how. How we'll go with poor or abysmal. Yeah, so we'll go with those words as opposed to words that'll get me kicked off the air.
I'll rank that with when they did the Christmas Eve thing on Saturday morning with all the stars, superstars, and I thought that was even good. With John Cena,
I feel like I'm being insulted here in a backhanded kind of way, Ron.
Well. Anyway, TNA, they needed something to top TNA, and I guess, I don't know, top two this week, but TNA was even good. And the fact that they're finding out that Mike Knox is the member of now the Aces Ace. Who's next? They're going to find out. There's going to be a lot of dropouts from WWE coming over. And
it looks to me that way. It seems like we get another person unmasked once a WWE retread is brought into the fold. So
definitely,
are we going to see a Christian Cage unmasked next?
No, please don't.
The return of Christian Cage to TNA.
Let me say something. This whole thing with Hulk Hogan, I think he suspended Bully Ray. I think that was stupid. I mean, okay, she had the right to live her own life. Okay. Hulk Hogan, I think he's going to do the heel turn coming on that. And I just got a feeling that Dixie Carter's the next thing, the next general manager, and Hulk Hogan out of the picture again because of what he did.
I don't know. I don't think we can handle any more heel turns at the top in a management position. We've seen too much of it.
What's going on with Eric Bischoff? Nothing's been said about him. I'm going to tell you he's coming back.
Right now he and Jason Hervey are doing all the production stuff with their company. They're making TV shows. They've got a lot going on, off the plate. Kind of like we haven't heard a lot from Jeff Jarrett, but he's doing a lot of stuff over in India with Ring Ka King. So just because they're not, on TV on a weekly basis doesn't mean that they're not involved in some way, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get. That they're necessarily on the table to make a return to TV at any point at the drop of the hat. Thanks so much for the call, Ron. We got to get rolling. We've got high school basketball coming up in a minute. Man.
All over.
Yeah, it's been a hectic 45 minutes to say the least, trying to figure a bunch of different things out. And I feel like we've answered everything and nothing at the same time. I didn't even get there was some other. Remember Dan the Beast Severn? He announced his retirement from MMA. I didn't realize he was still competing because when he was in the World Wrestling Federation, 15 years ago now, he looked old then.
Like 45.
He looked in his 40s then. Yeah. So I didn't realize he was still competing, but he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame. He'll continue to take wrestling bookings until the end of 2013. So he's retired from MMA, but I don't know. Maybe there's some money issues going on, or who knows what the deal is. One deal I know, that's for sure. Robbie E. and Rob Terry over at George's Cards and Collectibles. Definitely give that a look. They'll be there starting 15 minutes from now, so start making your way over to them. And I'll be back next week. We're going to talk how to structure the pay-per-views. Should be a fun one. Yeah. RC, completely damaged. Thanks so much for stopping in. Appreciate it as always. Thanks to the Starship, Matt Starship, for pushing the buttons, getting everything figured out. I know you got kind of thrown into the fire a little bit trying to get both.
We're not out of the fire yet.
Oh, we're not out of the fire yet? No. Do you need me to keep going? Is that...
No, yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay, we are good to go to the game? Okay.
No, we got to figure out the game. We're going to play some music in the meantime while we figure out our technical difficulties.
Well, would you rather I keep on talking here? I got some other news and stuff I can get to in the meanwhile. All right.
I'd like to say, too, happy birthday to Matt Porter.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
Matt Porter.
Yep, part of the Completely Damaged squad. I want to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like Dave Chappelle's Wrap It Up box is being brought out into the studio here. So that's going to do it for me. Thanks again to everybody. I'll be back next week here on Pro Wrestling Weekly.